Hey everybody, it's David. Early retirement is not just about financial independence. It's also about living your best life now. And one way to do that is through the Fun Bucket Budget. That's what we are going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Fun Bucket Budget, what it is, how to set one up, and how we are using it to ensure that we are living our best life now here in early retirement. Are you ready? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's David at David in Progress, where we talk about financial independence, retiring early, and living your best life now. I just want to thank you for being part of my channel. Thank you for the thumbs up, the comments, and for watching. I so very much appreciate you. First of all, what is not the fun bucket? When you're setting up your budget for the year and your budget for retirement, there's two categories. First, there's the essential expenses. These are things that no matter what, you need to have enough in savings and investments to cover. So think health insurance, not fun. Think taxes, not fun. Think about your utility bills, not fun. These are things that are not fun, but they're absolutely essential that you have a good plan to cover it in your budget. So we're going to put that aside. The fun bucket is part of that next area of your budget, your non-essentials, your discretionary spending. And this is money that you have wiggle room with, that you can go out and do things with to have fun. Once you get to retirement, whether that is early or whatever, you transition from a stage in your life of accumulating wealth to spending some of it. And that is really hard for a lot of people. A lot of people have a scarcity mindset, which was great during the time of acquiring their wealth, yet they have trouble switching to that abundance mindset, knowing that they can actually spend money. And I knew that I was probably going to be one of those people. I am frugal by nature. 20 plus years of all this planning, I knew that once I got to the point where we were early retired, I would struggle with spending. So that is part of why we set up the fun bucket. Money that we could spend guilt-free. More importantly, money that was set aside with the goal to actually spend 100% of it. How do we determine our fun bucket? Well, we had wiggle room in our savings, and we peeled a little bit aside and said that, hey, this is going to be our money in 2024, that our goal is to spend every cent of it on fun stuff. For us, fun is primarily travel. Going to Key West for several days, fun. Traveling Utah and visiting 3 national parks, fun. Going to concerts, that's another thing, tickets, that is fun. So we have a portion of it that is for travel. We have a portion that we call tickets. We're spending it to go to concerts and things like that. And then we ended up using some of it just for guilt-free stuff. Things that in the past I probably would not have spent any money on. But since it's coming from the fun bucket, we're able to do it guilt-free. The key is that mindset change, that you are spending this money. And I can tell you something also with it that's really fun. My wife and I, we meet monthly to go over our budget. We go over how much money we have in our buckets to spend, and we see how that is progressing. Well, now we've added this fun bucket meeting where we look at how much we've spent so far this year on doing stuff and how much we have left. And it's really exciting to sit there and look at these goals of things that we wanted to do and stuff that we wanted to have, and realize that we have some money left, that we can spend that money. It is such a different conversation, and it is so very fun. What you have to do is make a commitment with yourself, with your partner, or whatever your situation is, that you are going to commit to 100% spend this money. Another cool thing about the fun bucket is that since it's not part of the essential expenses, you have flexibility with it. Let's go back to July when I was in the hospital. I've got some videos on that. Obviously, we were not able to travel. We were not able to do our July plan. And I was able to redirect that fun bucket money to buy something. So that is how I ended up buying my new bike that I'm riding. I would never have spent that kind of money on a bike. It's not something that I have done over my lifetime or over the years. But thanks to the fun bucket, I was able to do that guilt-free. So that flexibility is something else that is a benefit to the fun bucket since it's not part of your essential budget. And why is this important to you as a retiree or early retiree? The fun bucket gives you freedom of guilt. Again, you're working that muscle, the muscle that you have not used over these years of spending, and doing so with a smile on your face, knowing it's all okay. You've already prepaid for this item in essence. The fun bucket can also bring you some extra peace of mind, knowing that within your overall budget, you have this additional discretionary area where if something changes, something comes up, you can redirect it. I redirected it to buying something. Perhaps you need to redirect it to some type of emergency if you don't have that fund necessarily, but you have discretion to use this bucket for whatever you want. My recommendation is that you preset it to things that are going to lead to your best life and make sure that you're spending it on that vision of what you want to do in your retirement. So our fun bucket is a key part of making our retirement exciting. 2025, we've already set our budget. We have lots of plans, and this includes the national parks we are going to visit, things we're going to go to that require those tickets. Just so very exciting. And your fun bucket for you can also do the same thing, where you can use it to help you look forward to the future and make sure that that future is exciting and fun and planned out. So let me ask you, what would you spend your fun bucket on? When you look at your future in retirement and your best life, or perhaps you already are retired, what are you going to be spending your money on outside of your essentials that make your life rich, that make your life exciting, to make sure that you are living your best life now? I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and let me know where you plan to spend your fun bucket. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of David in Progress. I so very much appreciate you. I hope that you are working on living your best life now and that you have some fantastic plans. Thank you for watching.